Apgar Picnic Area and Shoreline is one of the best spots in Glacier National Park to get married. The spot is super convenient, it's right by the west entrance of the park, and it's on Lake McDonald, which is one of the most iconic places in the US. In this video, I'm breaking down exactly where Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline is, why you should get married there, the permit process, and so much more. So let's dive right in. Also, I'm Shayna, your Glacier National Park photographer and videographer for the adventurous and laid back. I shoot in West Glacier a ton, so I know all of the logistics that matter here. I'm excited to dive in, so here we go. Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline is one of my favorite ceremony spots on the west side of Glacier. You get the classic Lake McDonald foreground with mountain layers stacked behind it, and you don't have to drive far into the park to get it. It's close to the west entrance, parking is easy, and the shoreline has plenty of room to spread out without feeling cramped. As a story-driven photographer and videographer with a vlog meets indie film style, I love this spot because the light hits the water in a way that makes both photo and video look clean and cinematic. It works for tiny ceremonies and slightly bigger ones, and it's straightforward for guests who are coming in from out of town. If you want something simple, beautiful, and easy to access, this shoreline is one of the best choices on the west side of Glacier National Park. Where is Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline is on the west side of Glacier National Park near the West Glacier entrance, right by Apgar Village and Lake McDonald. It's an easy location to access because it's close to the entrance and doesn't require a long drive into the park. This spot is best for couples who want a simple shoreline ceremony with water, mountains, and that classic Lake McDonald backdrop. It's a short walk from the parking area to the water, and once you're on the shoreline, it feels quiet and tucked into the landscape. The closest towns are going to be West Glacier, Columbia Falls, or Whitefish. If you're flying in, you will want to fly into Glacier Park International Airport, which is in Kalispell. I've also had couples choose the Missoula or Spokane airports if they're down for a drive. How to drive to Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline. Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline is accessed from the Apgar area near Lake McDonald, close to the West Glacier entrance. So you'll enter the park through the west entrance. After you pass the entrance station, stay on the main road toward Apgar. You're heading toward Apgar Village and Apgar Campground. For this location, the easiest parking reference point is Apgar Campground, so follow those signs. Park there and then walk down to the shoreline from that area. It's a short walk once you're parked, and then you're on the water. There's tons of shoreline to get away from other visitors. Why you should elope at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline. Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline is a killer choice if you want a simple ceremony with Lake McDonald right in front of you. You get water, mountains, and that iconic glacier backdrop without hiking for it, and the shoreline makes portraits easy and gorgeous. It's also one of the easiest elopement locations in Glacier to pull off without turning the day into a whole production. You're super close to the entrance, you're close to your lodging and food in West Glacier and Columbia Falls, and you can build a relaxed timeline around Lake McDonald, the docks, or a few nearby stops along the road. Frequently asked questions about Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline. Can you get married at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline in Glacier National Park? Yes, Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline is an approved ceremony location in Glacier National Park. You will need a special use permit. I break down the permit process later. Do you need a permit to elope at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? Yes, all weddings and elopements inside Glacier require special use permit, even if it's just the two of you. How many guests can you bring to Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? Guest counts are limited at this location. It's meant for small ceremonies. If you want a bigger guest list, an amphitheater location is better fit. Are dogs allowed at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? No, dogs are not allowed at ceremony sites or on trails in Glacier National Park. They can only be in parking areas, campgrounds, or inside your vehicle. Is Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline easy to access? Yes, it's close to the West Glacier entrance and you don't need to hike to reach the water. You'll park near Apgar Campground and walk down to the shoreline. How crowded is Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? The area can get busy in the summer because it's near the entrance and people love to swim at Lake McDonald. Sunrise and evenings are your best bet if you want fewer people around. Are there bears near Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? Yes, Glacier is bear country, including the Lake McDonald area. Always carry bear spray in the park. Where do you take photos after a ceremony at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline? Right there. Lake McDonald is so beautiful. You can do portraits along the water, in the rocks, with the mountains behind you without going anywhere else. But if you're down for an adventure, I'm down to take you up going to the Sun Road for all of the backgrounds you can imagine. Now let's talk about permits for your Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline wedding. All right, let's chat about putting in your permit for your Glacier National Park wedding. Now, I always send this link to the nps.gov wedding permit page when my couples are ready to put in for their permit. All the instructions you need are on this page, and it's actually super straightforward, so I'll just go over them really quickly. We don't need to reinvent the wheel here. But you do need a permit regardless of the size of your wedding. That's always a big question that I get. And it's nice to have a wedding permit anyway, because with the vehicle registration system, this acts as your vehicle registration to get into the park. So on this page, you'll be able to download a special use permit application. It downloads as a doc file, which you can just upload to your Google Drive if you have that. And it is a really, really easy form to fill out, but there's a couple things to notice here. And it says it on this page too, you have to provide the exact location and times that you're wanting. You can't just say something general and make the poor permit office have to tell you what's available. And this is also part of our process when you go with us for photo video, is that we will talk through your wedding logistics and give you advice on the best time and location to put in for. On this application, you will be able to put in your first choice and your second choice, and I always give you an alternative time slot to put in as well. Now, I mentioned you have to put in your specific location, and when you go with me, I will help you pick out those locations based off of your terrain goals for the day and what makes most sense geographically. Like if you have other plans, then we have to keep those in mind with where you get married to, and I'll help you with all of that. But you can also go to this wedding locations page, which will be linked, and you can see what all of these places are called and how many participants you're allowed to have at each location. For equipment, go ahead and just put camera equipment. And then you'll see here, there's instructions about how many vehicles you're allotted for all of the participants that you're putting in for. Once your permit is filled out, you'll email the completed application. They prefer a PDF format, so just save it as a PDF to this email listed here. You're also going to want to put in your non-refundable application fee. It is $125 at the time of this recording to apply to get married in Glacier National Park, and you can pay it really easily by just going to pay.gov. Make sure the name used on pay.gov matches the name on your application, just so that they can double check easily that you paid. You'll receive a confirmation email from pay.gov. Make sure you save that for your records. You don't need to forward it to the park. So your application and payment plan is in. Then they will reach out to you via phone or email. Once it's all locked in, and processing can take a few months, so literally please do not panic. The permit office will send you the preliminary permit to review and sign. Your permit is valid as soon as you've signed it. Just be really, really patient with the park employees. They work their asses off doing this. Finally, you'll get a copy of the permit signed by the permit office official, and that'll be in your email. It is very smart to have a printed copy, at least have a screenshot of that final copy to present to any rangers while you're in the park. Okay, super easy, I promise. Now let's talk about how to get your Montana marriage license. Okay, when you get married in Glacier National Park, you're going to want to go to the Flathead County Courthouse in Kalispell for your marriage license. The first step of getting this done is filling out this marriage application on the Flathead County Courthouse website. They're processed every business day from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. They still have this COVID notice on here. There honestly aren't a ton of hoops or rules when it comes to getting married in Montana. You need to provide your proof of age, like a driver's license or birth certificate. You have to be single. You will appear before the clerk of court to sign the application, and it'll be printed upon your arrival. After signing the application, you will pay $53. So all you have to do is click here, start your online marriage application, and you will fill this out. It's super, super fast, I promise. And then once this is all done, your next step is to just go to the courthouse, and they are super great there. They'll ask if you want to take the marriage license with you or if you want to file it right then. If you take it with you, just make sure if you have an officiant, clarify who's going to be turning that in for processing. And if you don't, remember that you remember to turn that marriage license back in. The best time of year to get married at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline. Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline sits on Lake McDonald on the west side of Glacier, so it's one of the more accessible locations in the park. It's one of the few ceremony locations you can access even in the wintertime. With that said, May and June are cooler and wetter with a high chance of rain. July and August are the warmest but busiest months. September and early October will be the best times for any location, in my opinion. And then late October through April is winter season. So if you're a winter type of couple, this is one of the spots to consider. When you're looking at lodging for Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline weddings and elopements, be sure to stay closer to the west entrance of Going to the Sun Road. This will be searches for West Glacier, Columbia Falls, or Whitefish. Meet your Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline elopement photographer and videographer. If you're choosing Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline, you're choosing Lake McDonald as your backdrop. Water, mountains, rocky shoreline, and classic glacier scenery that looks unreal on camera. I'm Shayna Lloyd, a Glacier National Park elopement photographer and videographer based in Northwest Montana. I shoot with an earthy and campy style that's vlog meets indie film. I give direction when it's needed so you look incredible. Then I let the day breathe so the photos and film are honest. You're getting a full story, not a highlight reel. Movement, sound, all the real parts included. I offer full day photography and videography in Glacier National Park, including Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline. Travel is always included for Glacier National Park locations. There are no crazy add-on fees later. Final tips for eloping at Apgar Picnic Area Shoreline. Plan for crowds. This is the west side of Glacier near Lake McDonald, which means summer is busy. Sunrise and evenings give you the most space. Bring layers. Even if it's warm in town, the lake can feel cold. Wear shoes you can walk on rocks in. The shoreline is uneven and slippery in spots. Bring bear spray and know how to use it. Yes, even at Lake McDonald. Screenshot directions before you enter the park. There is no cell service in Glacier National Park. Pack it in, pack it out. Keep the shoreline clean and leave it exactly how you found it. I cannot wait to chat about your Lake McDonald wedding. All right, if you want the full guide, then make sure you check out the description below. And if you're planning a Glacier National Park wedding or elopement, then I'm the girl you need. I shoot photo and video in my signature vlog meets indie film style. So make sure you fill out the inquiry form so that we can chat all about your wedding. I can't wait to chat with you soon.